guys, we're live. We're doing this. Sorry about the link. I guess we've been doing this for a full year, and we still can't figure out Zoom. we still can't.
I think it was related to that Facebook hack today. I think that's what it was.
I'm right here. That's hurtful, Andy. That is
no. You'd be a
hurtful.
TikTok hack.
Yeah, but
a Tic Tac for short.
A Tic Tac.
103,000 today. 103,000.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I got beat out by Josh Nassar, which pisses me off. As if it was anyone else, I'd be happy for him, except Josh Nassar. Fuck him.
Nasser. Oh my God, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he beat me out. He's like, fuck you, Haypenny. I'm like, God damn it. Anyone else? Jimmy Cash, just Rafi, anyone else. But like it had to be him. But I like to be happy for people. I just like to be really happy. I did a bunch of podcasts within the past like few weeks as people were asking like, oh, if you could do anything differently about you coming out, AJ, what would it be? Not doing it. I totally regret it. I mean, I'm more free, obviously, but what I regret is the questions that are meant to be compliments, but are not. Like, oh, well, AJ, being bisexual must be great. You can literally go into any bathroom. That's not how it works. Okay, just making sure. I love how there's 10 people and 12, actually 14 people, and 4 of you are unmuted. That's fucking dope. By the end of my set, I hope to get to 6. That way we can get some laughs going. But guys, we're doing this. And I did one other podcast, and as I said, well, you know those athletes that play more than one sport. You were like the Tim Tebow of genitals.
Oh.
So what you're saying is, no matter what team I play for, I'm a disappointment. Okay, most of you laugh. I saw 2 of you groan. Too soon for Tim Tebow. What the fuck? Just like, how dare you? He played 2 preseason games for the Patriots. He's sacred. Fuck off. Jesus, tap dancing. Now, and then also other comics are just asking for advice. So just like, I'm new. just like I'm a new queer. I don't ask. I just newly. Oh well, AJ. Well, I go on Tinder for women, and which I'm doing okay, but I'm going on Bumble for men, but I'm not successful. Why is that? On Bumble, the way it's set up is a woman has to respond back to you. So if you're looking for men, you will find no men. None. Grindr might be the place for you. Like, oh, what's Grindr? Well, it's a website in which you eat sandwiches through a hole on the bathroom stall. They're just feeding in. They're just feeding in the grinders, just 6-inch, 12-inch. It's all for you, bro. But I'm not a big fan of the Grindr because you gotta remember, dudes are terrible at hitting on people, and dudes that like dudes are still dudes. and don't know how to talk to people. Like literally went from, "Hey AJ, how you doing?" No, I'm doing okay. Work was tough. How are you doing? Oh, well, it was a little tough today. Here's a picture of my dick. How do we go from this? How? How do we get to this point? At least just the tip. I mean, lead. Don't throw it out like it's a Hail Mary pass if shit isn't working. But it's only just raise your hand if a dick pic has ever worked on you. All right, scrolling through. I thought I saw Lloyd's hand go up, but okay. I saw a little halfy. I was just like, no, either it did or it didn't. I was like, well, go ahead.
I got a story. I got a dick pic from a comic at an open mic, and it made me laugh so hard that 6 months later we boned. Yeah, he was so I was saying, he was like, who's on stage? And the person on stage was a real bummer, real sad, not really funny at all, never has been. And he said, here, I'll cheer you up. And he sent me a dick pic, and I started laughing hysterically and had to leave the venue. And so, yeah, it was a long game dick pic. I'm done.
Jesus Christ. Because usually it's like the first day. It's like those checks that you get, just like, you have 60 days to cash this out, otherwise it's invalid. No, that's 6 months. that's 6 months.
Yeah.
Bravo, Anna.
Yeah.
Next question. Before I move on, was it his dick?
Yes.
Okay.
Can confirm.
Took me 6 months to confirm, but shut up, Aaron. Like, it took me 6 months to confirm, but I finally got to that point. Okay, go ahead, Aaron.
I'm saying people are actually sending other people's dicks to other people. That's not theirs.
What? Okay, we have a story. Dual screen, please, Aaron.
I'm so sorry. This is your set. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. I'm hosting. I don't give a fuck.
So that very
You're raising your hand. That's very polite. As long as you're not interrupting my shit, fucking Aaron, then you're fine. Go ahead.
That very same dick pic, I kept it because it cracked me up so much. It was such a funny memory to me. I put it in a little file.
Why was it so funny, though? What was position it was
I cannot describe to you how fucking... I was at the Liquid Zoo, the saddest venue on the planet, okay? A place where hookers go to die, okay?
Oh, all right.
This is a mic that is only frequented by the very worst comics and some of the most hardworking, amazing comics in Los Angeles. There's nothing in between. And it is long and it is sad. And the person who was on stage does spoken word for the moth. So when I got that dick pic, I had never laughed so hard in my goddamn life. That was the dick pic I needed. You know what I mean? It may not have been the dick pic I deserved, or like. Okay? So I kept that dick pic, and every time a comic would be like, "Hey, girl, you want to come write together?" And I'd be like, "Sure, you want to go to Denny's?" And then they just send me a picture of their dick, so I understood what they were asking. I would send them back that dick. And they'd be like, whose dick is that? And I would tell them. They'd be like, he's got a good, you know what, I know him, and I didn't know that was a good dick. That's a good dick. And it became a conversation starter. It's still on my phone. I've been in a relationship for almost 5 years, still have that dick at the ready just in case.
I feel that we can all learn from this. Anna, were there balls in said dick pic?
No.
See, no balls in the dick pic. Lloyd, if you're listening right now.
No one wants to ball.
No balls in the dick pic. No face.
Well groomed. No face. Well groomed.
Trimmed. Trimmed is very important. You don't want your pubes looking like my hair in said dick pic.
Yeah.
You need to. If it can look like Matt Damon in Elysium, then you're good. But sunset and proper lighting. Was there proper lighting in this one?
Romantic. Very warm.
The warm lighting. Okay, so you got to do the warm setting right here. Okay, you see that one?
Yeah, there you go.
You gotta do that. Yeah. and that was the cops are here. And
Yeah.
then this one is sad. But speaking of sad, your next performer. No, I'm terrible at the transitions. I'm not like us in the transitions. The hardest working person in comedy that I personally know, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brieana Woodward.
Yay.
Oh yeah, it's always great when you're brought up as speaking of sad. And that's fair. I've been railing these like fucking lifesavers for like 2 days now. My jaw hurts. Still want to die. They're doing a terrible job. It's not good. Maybe I should work. All right. No Xanax jokes. That's fair. All right. I have an abundance of candy. All right. It was the Lord's Day recently. It was Easter. Hell yeah. Who here likes finding them eggs? I love the egg hunts and stuff. All I could do, I always just think about how like much my parents would have to like not hide eggs and then send me on wild goose egg hunts because I would just smoke my little brother in egg hunts. It was awesome. You ever just dunk on a 2-year-old? It's sick. All right. Just dunking them. It's fun too because like when you get older, it's like, oh, my mom still likes to hide eggs for us. We were sad we couldn't do it this year, but like I know that like with my brother it'd be all fucked up now because now it's just like weed nugs and like nips in it and shit. And I'm like, can a bitch just get a jelly bean? Like fuck. Like no, Easter is one of my favorite holidays. It's one of my mom's favorite holidays too, because it's the one day a year where she can hide candy for me without being like a total fat shaming bitch. Cool. Very nice. Cool of her. Very cool of her. Listen, this face structure runs in the family, so I don't know where she gets off. Like, she eats plenty of candy herself. This bitch puts fucking jelly beans in chili, so I don't know. Christ and cholesterol has risen, you guys. I love candy. I just do it. Fucking love it. But, my favorite sweet, my favorite confectionery treat, you guys, is them marshmallow chicks. You know, the little like the marshmallow chicks. I don't know. Women don't like it when I put fluff in their vaginas, but like I need it just to come, you guys. Guess I'm just a fluffer nutter. All right.
Yes.
Yay, this new fluff content is crushing. I'm glad I wrote this yesterday. So let's see. My mom's a character. Usually I talk about my dad, the ultimate Christian man. He gets a lot of flack for me because like he grew up very Catholic and he moved to Montana and he became a Mormon. Yeah, and he had like a little challenge in his faith, you know. Guess just beating one wife wasn't enough for him, so he's a Mormon.
Oh man.
Whoa, okay, all right, whatever. We love Mormons here, I guess. Don't get fucking mad at me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I didn't tell the fucking Catholics to be out here doing what they do. God damn. Like, devil's tattooed on my hands. Do I look like the Lord's lamb? No. Like I am a pork chop at best. But my mom, yeah, she hates a lot of things about me. She hates the tattoos. She hates that I keep my hair short. She hates that I'm fat. Hates that I'm gay. Fucking hates literally every facet of my possible identity. But that did not stop her from stealing it when she took credit cards out in my name.
Oh.
It's like she was busy trying to change my identity when I really should have just been changing all my passwords because this bitch, yeah, it's true. She did. I am $1,300 in debt, which isn't bad, but it's better than it has been. So that's cool. I tried, like, it was just getting too much, and I tried getting her in trouble, and the fucking law could not do anything. So it turns out she's covered by this thing called the Columbus loophole. And that's like, yeah, I guess like it doesn't matter if you steal something for a credit card as long as it's Discover. I'll consider stealing if it's Discover. Hell yeah. Just like that joke, I also have some fat trimming to do, but we're doing it. All right, we're not stealing. Let's see. So my mom, talking about my mom, you know, we're gonna talk about my mom all night. This is a new kind of therapy. I got the fancy lights out for this. Let's do this. Fuck yeah. We're all about AJ's fucking cum trilogy. Like, pretty neat. I love being disappointed by men, but that's my dad. We're talking about my mom today. So my mom every Christmas we would get, like, I grew up pretty poor, but they would at least try to get like that one good present, you know, like the present. You get like, you know, your basic necessities. They remind you that they paid the mortgage, and then like they would give you a present for Christmas. Fuck yeah. We love it. One year, my present was a guitar, an electric guitar. It was very sweet. I was like, I'm going to be an AC/DC because I have bad music taste and I am in 7th grade. Please don't judge me. But it turns out I'm not musically inclined. So because I wasn't part of the fucking Who after 3 days of having this guitar, my mom sold it for drug money. Oh, I'm sorry, bill money. But it was just very convenient that she just picked up a pound of weed and our bills were due. Like, I don't know. She says bill money, but yeah, I don't know. It was some fucking bullshit. Like, selling my guitar. Fucking I got played more than that guitar did. Very fucking dumb. My birthday was recently, speaking of just eating way too many candies and things, and I was pretty excited. Like, people who have their birthdays in December, they always bitch about it, you know, because Christmas, they're like, ooh, all the attention, like they try to merge it into one. And it's like, I feel that. Like, yes, I wasn't born in December, but I was born in the same month as St. Patrick's Day, and that might as well be Christmas when your parents are alcoholics. So it's like, like, yeah, Christmas, but like St. Patrick's Day, all right? Like, that definitely takes a precedent. Like, my dad, such a severe alcoholic, but he tried his best. You know, he would always take me camping as a kid. That was our fun activity that we did together, and it was very fun. You know, he was an alcoholic. He's drunk in the woods. We're in a tent. We have one sleeping bag. It's great. It's cool. And like, my favorite part was the you know, dinner time, because he would always get like the little picnic basket. Except by picnic basket, it's just a dirty polar cooler full of Budweiser and like a loose hot dog in a Ziploc bag. And like, it's all a broke bitch had left. It's like, by the end of the night, all the beer is gone, and I'm worried that a loose wiener in a bag is my sleeping arrangements. So yeah, we don't talk about it. Oh God, no, not great, not good, but it's okay. But yeah, he made up for it though with his adventurous spirit. We went camping in the woods. We went camping at the beach, in the mountains. Wasn't until this alcoholic bitch tried taking me camping in the woods behind a local liquor store, yeah, that I realized his severity of problem with, you know, homelessness. He just like, yeah, not an alcoholic, he just lives outside. It's just, he's just coping, you know. Home Depot hits different when it's your mailing address, you guys. It's not but you make it work. We turn the parking lot of that auto zone into an auto home, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here crushing. But yeah, it's cool. I'll have you know that things have gotten better. As you can see, I am coming at you live from a very lively 3rd-story walk-up apartment. That's right. Fuck yeah, congrats to me. Hold your applause. I know. Walk up so many flights of stairs. It's awesome. But it is a little depressing living here because my dad won't come and visit me anymore because of all the stairs and the whole like daddy can't complete 12 steps thing. And so yeah, so fucking I've just been up here during all quarantine, just getting fat, eating candy, but I'm cutting back, you guys. I am going on a diet. I'm trying out portion control. That's right. From here on out, only dating dudes with little dicks. That's right. We are the portion because in essence, they are like bite-sized candy, you know, like sure, it's not a king size, but still a nice little treat for when you want it. And you know, you don't feel as guilty when you have like 30 of them in one sitting. So try that. Hey, Brieana, this is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Brieana Woodward, everyone. Oh my goodness. Fluffer nutters and vaginas.
That's right.
Wow.
Hot,
Yeah. That was a lot, but we still can't get enough. Brieana Woodward, everyone.
Missed it.
Brieana, remember that one day where we did this show and you were the most tame person on the show?
Yeah, that was fucked. I should never be the most like person. If someone's more unhinged than me, that is a war crime. Like something's like,
yeah. Well, like it was it was when Kim Krull said, "Hey, can I kick it off just because I got this other show?" Like, yeah, sure. And I was just like, okay, 10 minutes of anal. Just 10 minutes straight
Oh my
minutes.
god.
Like I can't even get through 30 seconds of it, so more power to her. Like, crazy.
And then it was the only set I ever heard you do where you didn't cuss. I'm like, wow.
Oh, did I forget? I must have been.
You're the only one that didn't mention buttholes or cum.
One time. Oh man. That's
So that's clean for here. Oh my goodness. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buttholes and Cum show. I am your host, AJ Haypenny. And coming up next, he's a dear friend. He's leaving by the end of the year, so we're gonna be planning a roast for him, exclusive. I was gonna keep it to myself, but I didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to the very funny Tony Capobianco.
Hi.
Yay.
Thank you, everybody. Yes. Well, good to be back on the what was it? The What and Cum show. Good time. Buttholes and Cum show. So AJ stands for assholes and ejaculation. Awesome. Yeah. And to
That's right.
piggyback on what Brieana was saying, some people are born December. I am actually born December. My birthday is 4 days after Christmas. So yes, in terms of birthdays, that's a tough act to follow. All right. Yeah, I mean, she is right. I mean, we all of us December kids, we're like, it's not fair, because it's really true. I mean, like you can't be like, be born in April and bitch, It's like, I was born on Arbor Day. It's like nobody's like, I forgot your birthday on the same day on a holiday. Nobody gives a fuck about, So this is off to a good start.
Tony Capobianco won. That's it. That's it.
All right, but yeah, so this pandemic is just going swimmingly. I think I'm becoming one of those people that distrust politicians even more, not because of any Republican or Democrat sort of, ideology. It's just that I don't like how they keep asking us for money, Like, whenever they ask us, like, sponsor this bill or fund my campaign, I'm like, aren't you motherfuckers rich? It's like, what do you need me for? Like them asking me for money, that's like me asking kids in Africa to pay my visa bill. All right, that doesn't really make sense to me. But it's this has been a very interesting year. I've since patched things up with my brother. We've had a nasty sibling rivalry for like over 20 years. And I mean, we fought over everything, like, toys, video games, who got to like ride shotgun on a Harley, all that good stuff. So then recently, one day my mom gives me a call. It's like, hey, Tony, I want to tell you something. Your brother, he had a mental breakdown and now he's seeing a therapist. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe this. I won. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking down mental health or anything, but in this particular case, fucking yeah, that's right,
or something. I'm sure there's
I mean, it's like, don't feel bad for him, by the way, okay? Like when we were kids, he attempted to drown me, and now you mean to tell me he's drowning under life's problems? But yeah, we've patched things up. Everything's fine. There's still a little bit of that, vitriol resonating, because he's the kind of person who could give you good news and still just ruin your day. Like he called me up recently saying he's getting married. I'm like, oh, congratulations. When's the date? 3 days from now. You motherfucker. Because I had to I have to cancel all my plans. I had to take off work. I had to get a suit. And newsflash, I'm not exactly the kind of person that wears suits, not to blow your minds or anything. I mean, to me, a suit is a lot like sitting in the emergency exit of an airplane. It doesn't really happen very often, but in the event where I do, it's gonna be a disaster, right? So, and I was I bottled up all my dickiness for that whole day. Like it's the happiest day of his life. And I'm like, this day's a fucking drag, you know? But yeah. What else? What else did I want to talk? Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm tired of amount of sympathy you have to have for people now. Like I'm done caring. You know, like if whatever your shit is, whatever your problems are, there's nothing to do with me. Okay. Like I got a GoFundMe invitation to donate money to this kid who was born with 12 fingers. All right. He's not dying of anything. He's not like, in debt. There's nothing exactly wrong with him. It's like, what the fuck do you need the money for? Guitar lessons? Like, I'm sorry, but like, all this like attempt to take money on me, I'm giving that 4 thumbs down. I'm sorry. That was a great sympathy laugh. I was at the grocery store the other day. Even in this climate, I think people are getting exhausted of each other with all their political opinions. I was actually in the grocery store. I saw this kid, the skinny, tall, white kid, looked like some Where's Waldo looking motherfucker. And he had on his mask, he said, "Fuck racism." And I'm like, yeah, dude, where you been? Like, don't tell me you just came to this conclusion now. It's like nobody, like, I don't know what kind of reaction he was hoping to elicit, but nobody in the grocery was like, whoa, this guy's making a stand, man. It's like whenever I think like, people who make a firm stance in the battle against racism, I'm going to think like, like Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, and then some white twink named Caleb, I feel like I went over my time. Did I?
Tony Capabianco, everyone. Tony Capabianco, mental health shaming. Let him hear it. You motherfucker. Tony, I can't wait for your roast. And
it's gonna be a good time.
Afterwards, you are gonna need therapy. Thank you, Tony Capabianco. That was fun.
Thank you.
All right, so one more comic before your headliner of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, met him in Maine. He's absolutely insane. So I thought he's perfect for the show. Give it up for Mike Gray.
Thank you, guys. I grew up in Maine. Actually, AJ met me in Portland, but I used to live in this really small town on a dirt road. It was in the middle of nowhere. And I didn't fit in, as you could imagine, in a small town, because I look like I front a Megadeth cover band. Or as AJ said, I am Gary Busey meets Sammy Hagar.
I forgot I said that. No, I didn't fit in, but I couldn't walk down the road because there are no streets in this fucking town. It's nothing but roads. And this guy would always pull up next to me in this rusty pickup, this big F-250, and roll his window down and go, "Cut your hair, fag." That was my high school drama coach. That was the most liberal dude in the town. I was just hoping my shop teacher wouldn't show up. There's no telling what that guy would do. Probably drag me behind his truck for like a couple miles and kick me like, "Oh yeah, that's what you get for being different, asshole."
What town? What town?
What town?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Me. The girl that actually lives in that town. Like, what town?
No, I grew up in Corinna.
Oh, all right.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, you guys remember concerts?
Yeah.
Remember concerts? Yeah. That was a good time. I used to go to concerts all the time, loved it. And one time the singer was trying to pump up the audience. So he gets up there and he goes, "I want to hear you go insane." So I just started mumbling to myself. No one tells you that's what it sounds like. everyone thinks it's loud, like a hail of gunfire, or some dude screaming. No, it's just that, just some guy mumbling to himself, or just total silence. That's what it sounds like on the outside. But on the inside, it's a roaring cacophony of really shitty thoughts. And in me, it usually rears its ugly head when some of my friends are like, Mike, come on downtown. We're going to have a onesie pub crawl this evening. Like, fucking onesie pub crawl? What is wrong with you? You're adults. Are you that obsessed with nostalgia? You know, that you have to get in a onesie and get tanked like you did all the time when you were 8, apparently. Like, you know what? Let's go further. Let's have a diaper pub crawl. How about that? We'll just piss and shit in our diapers, and it will just get you know what? Let's go further. Let's go an umbilical cord pub crawl. How about that? You tie yourself off to someone and you make jokes about drinking for 2 all night. Well, let's go further than that. Let's have a pub crawl where at the end of it you crawl back in the womb and die. I might go to that one, actually. But I hope a giant ball will roll down Main Street, Indiana Jones style, just flatten all of you. I hope the Russians and the Chinese decide to nuke this block right here, specifically during your onesie pub crawl. That's what it sounds like on the inside. But on the outside, it sounds like, nah, bro, I'm good. I've been working a lot during this pandemic. Fucking sucks, man. Like I people at work, I don't fit in with them, man. Like anywhere I go. But there's always those 2 guys are always joking with each other. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Bob, oh, this asshole, come here, buddy, whooped your ass in fantasy football this week. You know, and they know I'm a comedian. So they're like, Mike, why don't you joke with us, man? How come you can't take a joke? You never joke with us. 'Cause I hate you. Is that what you wanted to hear? No, apparently not. I got a joke for you, Bob. How about this? You know, when I work with you 40 hours a week, every week, I lie awake at night and fantasize about eviscerating you with a box cutter. Right, big guy up top. Come on, Bob. Leave me hanging, Bob. I'll cut you down in front of your family. Okay, buddy. See you tomorrow at 9. Then I find myself in HR looking like a dickhead just because Bob can't take a joke. That's not fair to me, man. It's not fair to me at all. There's other people at work too that have this weird kind of grass is always greener mentality, you know? Like, you know, I could be doing something down the street a buck an hour more. You know that? You could be doing something better than that. I could be doing porn. How do you know porn isn't just like any other job and it just sucks after orientation? Like a week or so, like, oh man, this is great. You know, I'm getting laid all the time and I'm getting paid to do it. Then your director comes up to you with a clipboard and he goes, all right, you're shooting a scene with Janice today. Fucking Janice, dude, really? You know what she does between takes? All she does is talk about her goddamn cats. All right. Had it up to here with cat stories from that woman. Then you come in the next day and he's like, all right, you're shooting a gay scene. What the fuck? I'm not even gay. I don't even work in that department, man. He's like, well, you know, Bill called out. So, you know, we just got to make do. I expect you to work as a team here at Sultry Sunset Productions. And we always expect you to be a team. Oh, this is bullshit. Hey, that's a quarter in the swear jar. You know the rules. That's all my time tonight, guys. Thank you.
Yeah! Mike Gray. I knew I recognized you from that black couch. I knew that was you. You're gonna work with another male model today. You're gonna suck my cock.
Did I get the job?
There is no job, Mike.
Damn it.
But I got this nice picture of a dick that Anna sent. It looks amazing. I'm listening to your set. I'm thinking, do we have the same high school trauma coach? He got in trouble. I love how you're mentioning your town, and then Kelly in the middle is just like, "What's the town? I need to know now." I can't wait to laugh.
I had to know.
I was looking around.
Like, why'd you have to know now? Like, because I'm gonna drive there right now. We're going on a trip.
He looked familiar. I didn't know where he was from.
So, Kelly, why did he look familiar?
I don't know. I just was
From
gonna laugh.
that movie. From that movie.
No, I was gonna laugh if he was from like Howland or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Howland. That's where I got my meth.
Probably.
And it was bubblegum flavored, so I do appreciate that.
Bubblegum
lastly,
meth. That's
lastly, we were talking
I might do some
about
of that.
the diaper crawl.
Yes.
Yeah, Mike, do you want to do a diaper crawl? Depends. I had to do it. Had to do the hacky bullshit right beforehand. But guys, just to let you know, after the show, we'll be doing an after chat called "You Might Be Canceled." We do this on the Kelsey show. We do this on this show. It's exclusive to Zoom only. So if you want to log on to the Zoom, if you're watching on Facebook Live, you can join. But we purposely don't air that part on Facebook because the N-word was said way too many times, and that was just John Tyler.
And if you go to the event, AJ, if you go to the event, the link works now. So
okay, good. The link works now. And you don't have to be born 4 days in the past. Convenient. So, ladies and gentlemen, met this person on an LA/Boston comedy show. I really wanted them to come on. Happy that they're here. Give it up for the very funny, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up, Anna Valenzuela.
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I contributed too much to dick pic talk at the top of the show, but I'm super grateful to be here. I love an online show. In this pandemic, it's been great because number one, look, I'm not wearing real lipstick. This is all filter, baby. Number two, I did try to do one outdoor show here, and this like old white guy just like came up to me and he was just like, "Hey, can I sit in your mouth? Do you mind if I just sit directly in your mouth and talk directly in your mouth?" And that was horrifying given the situation. So I'm always grateful to do a Zoom show. Other things I like on Zoom way better than real life. Number one, I like an online meeting. A 12-step human. Yes, I have completed them. I am not like a previous comics parent. I love it mostly because I don't have to wear a bra and worry about being assaulted in a pod at the same time. That's so nice.
All right.
Yeah. Secondly, I really love therapy via Zoom. I love it. You guys doing therapy?
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a lot of adamant. This is a very interesting crowd of people because there's some people that are like pro therapy and some people that are like fuck therapy. I love
Damn it, Tony.
Damn it. I love therapy over Zoom. I think if you're an anti-therapy person, you should try it on the computer because I used to have to like get in my car, drive 45 minutes, pay $6 to $7 to house my car, walk into an empty office building by myself just to weep, just to weep. That's a bummer, I am so glad that now I can just sit in the comfort of my own home and then I can weep and then I can just slide my laptop closed and get into the fetal position like God intended. Like that really feels good. I quit vaping recently. I failed at that. I'm back on the vapes. I love playing the douche flute. Anybody out here playing the douche flute? You doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you having a good time? It's not marijuana vape because again, I don't do drugs or alcohol. What I do is I just do nicotine because we're living, even though things suck right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're living in the best of times. They found a way to make cigarettes taste like cupcakes. Fucking what? That is all I've ever wanted in my life. I don't care how stupid I look doing it. I love it. I fucking love it. But I had to stop periodically because I was vaping so much that I got an infection only in my nose. Only. Not my sinuses, not the rest of my face. Just my nose. Do you know how big your nose has to be to only have enough surface area to get its own infection? Here it is. That's the size. Aztec princess. That is the size. You gotta have a lot of surface area to be getting that. And when I got to the goddamn doctor, you can't just be going to the doctor being like, I'm sneezing a lot and coughing and I don't feel good right now, because they'll make you stand in a COVID shame tent. That's what I had to do. I had to stand in the rain in what could best be described as the COVID shame tent. It was just when it started to rain, the tent started to flood. So the guy was like, meet me in the parking lot. I'm like, okay. So we're standing there in a parking lot and he's giving me an examination. I felt like I was doing a drug deal. You know what I mean? I felt like I was in a scene from The Wire. Like, it was crazy. I thought Bubbles was going to pop out. It was too much. Has anybody on this show gotten married or engaged in this pandemic? All right, you're all sane. Okay, let's talk shit about this people. Can we talk about this? This is fucking crazy. I don't trust these motherfuckers at all. My cat doesn't trust them. I don't trust them. You know what I mean? I don't trust these motherfuckers at all. I don't, because here's why. I saw the movie Speed. You guys remember this movie Speed with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock? Okay, so they go through a whole movie on a bus, and I think Anthony Hopkins is the bad guy. He's trying to kill him with a bus. I have no idea. They got to drive the bus or it's going to explode. And then at the end of the movie, they got to slide off the bus in one of those like car repair sliders. And Sandra Bullock is a psychologist. And at the end of it, they kiss, right? This is peak Keanu Reeves, by the way. I would stick my whole body in his mouth. Okay, like sexy. This is the beginning of my sexual revolution, and it turns out I wanted that. Like, oh, so hot. And so he is doing this, and he kisses her, and she's like, just like living her best life, and she says, just so you know, relationships born under trauma have a really low success rate. And then they kiss again. You're like, oh, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. And then Speed 2 came out. You know who's not in that bitch? Keanu fucking Reeves. That's right. She was right. She had to take that cruise by herself. That's just sad. That is just, he left her hanging on a carnival. That is not cute. I know a lot of people are buying homes, doing all kinds of stuff. And my dude, yes, I do have a dude. I see me. That's weird, right? I look like the most butch straight woman you've ever seen. Like, I look like I'm like, I'm here. I'm not queer, but I can do your plumbing. You know what I mean? Like, it's hot. My dude is a rich man. He's a rich dandy man. Doesn't know how to do shit with shit. All he knows is grammar, spelling, numbers, and boat shoes. That's it. He's a rich man. Just a pile of monocles became a person, and yeah, just overbite for days. And yeah, he's so rich. And his parents, they bought him a condo in West Hollywood. I don't know if you guys know this, but I would have to sell both my titties, sell them off my body to get a condo in West Hollywood. That is money. That is fucking money. They bought him a condo, right? And guess what? It only fits him. Yeah. In a pandemic, when everybody's getting married and having babies, he bought himself a house for one. You know? It's like going to a family restaurant and being like, I'll sit at the bar. You know, weird. This is an Olive Garden. Do you know who you are? Like, this is weird. So, which, by the way, he would never eat in an Olive Garden. He's that bougie. So he's got this fucking house all to himself. It's like watching a bird do a mating dance for himself. You know what I mean? It's very, very weird. He is helping me, though. I'm going to keep him around for a little bit. He's helping me because I went back to school. Oh, I want to tell you, well, I'll end on the other joke. I went back to school. I'm going back to school, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. I'm also watching The Wire right now, so you're going to get a lot of Wire references. I'm going to community college. And you know what? If it's good enough for Stringer Bell, it's good enough for me. And I am going to community college, and it is, man, it is a time. It is a goddamn time, because I people think I have a degree because I sound smart and I know the difference between Epstein and QAnon. You know what I mean? Like I sound smart and I read things and I sound like I know what I'm doing. But the truth is I only have a GED. It's a fine degree. It's better than a kick in the dick, but I have a GED. And I know it's not like a real degree because I took that GED in a community college that was above a food court and a Scottsdale mall.
Oh.
Yeah. It came wrapped around a Big Mac. It was it's not a real degree. It's crazy. So now I'm going back to school. I'm taking statistics right now. It's my last math class for the rest of my life. Most of the time, they ask me questions about numbers. And my response is, bitch, this is pictures. I hate it. It's a lot of graphs. It's a lot of stuff I don't like. I realized I forgot how graphs work. So that's sad. You're never going to need that shit again. But I'm in statistics, and I learned a couple of things. Number one, there's a thing called masculinity threat stress, which that's just toxic masculinity. Twitter already diagnosed it. But it's masculinity threat stress, and it causes some weird shit. Number one, it causes violence in police officers. It causes violence with men in general, but it also causes health problems in the men afflicted with it. Yeah. Which feels to me like nature healing itself, doesn't it? That's
yes.
Yeah, it's a good moment. Yeah, it's like, oh, you're going to be sad that your dick is small and it's going to give you a heart attack. Ooh, I cry a million tears for you. I know this is real because my dad is a proud Latino man. He passed away, and he had a cure for everything, and that was hot salty water. He never went to the doctor. Hot salty water, gurgle with it, put your feet in it, put your hair in it, I don't know, put your dick in it, cures everything, right? And he was just very much into hot salty water. It was this whole thing, that and a little bit of vapor rub, you're good to go. Too manly to go to the doctor. You know what that doesn't cure? Parkinson's disease. That is, oh, everybody got sad. Don't be sad. It's been years. It's fine. I can get you the urn right now. It's behind me. We can bring Dad onto the show. Let's see here. I'll leave. I think I'll leave you with this. I've been talking for a long time. I'm in this stats class, and this has to be. I have to graduate this year, ladies and gentlemen. I have to fucking graduate. This is it. This is the last time I can be in school because I am 38. I am old. All right, I'm like Matthew McConaughey. I'm getting older, and they're all staying the same age. It's not cute in these classes. I'm with children, and they make you do icebreakers with these children. They make you talk to them, and I hate it. Even over Zoom, it's the worst. This kid, he leans over and he into his computer, and he asks, because the subject of Kurt Cobain comes up. All right, and he says, "Who's Kurt Cobain?" And I said, "He's the lead singer of Nirvana." And he said, "You mean the t-shirts?" I don't know if any of you ever felt yourself grow a gray pube in real time, but
I have.
It's the opposite of an orgasm. That's that feeling. It is very weird. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having me on your show. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, guys, give it up for Anna. That was fantastic. I learned a lot. Police brutality started by men all with small penises.
Yeah.
Had no idea until now. But I just imagine like the guys in court and sir, how big is your penis? It's a big penis.
It's tiny.
It is a bountiful penis. I can share. All right. Let's see your dick. Okay, he's guilty. Oh no! It was a cold courtroom. Damn that, Anna.
I'm stealing that. It was a cold courtroom. Hilarious.
See, am I not the king of tags in this room, Andy? Am I not the king of tags?
Maybe.
Also one thing to take away. Sure, a GED. You might not consider a actual degree, but still worth more than a degree at Trump University. So you're killing it. And then the last thing before we move on to the section of you might get canceled. I used to go to Kelly's Olive Garden and sit at the bar, and it'd just be filled with sad dads.
Sad dad
Dude,
time.
it's so sad.
Sad dads.
They love breadsticks.
Just like, can I have the soup salad breadsticks here? Sir, no, just eat at the table with your family. Yeah, but my wife's with her new boyfriend, and he's got his bountiful penis, and I just can't stand it. It's just like, sir, we don't want the rest of the bar to smell like soup. You gotta go sit with your family. You motherfucker. But we don't like to tell people how to live their lives. But ladies and gentlemen, join us 2 weeks from now. Join us. I'm getting the date right now.
22nd.
April 22nd. Keith Carey will be headlining, and also Trevor Dion will be on.
Oh boy.
So bro.
and you might look at me and say why, but it was a Make-A-Wish or something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll see you 2 weeks from now. But if you